Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Cold Morning Gentleman's Chat. I am Thompson.
And I'm Andrew.
And I am Ryan.
And Joel and Brock couldn't be here tonight. They are very busy people.
That is true.
Apparently we're not. I don't know.
That is true as well.
But we have exciting things to get to tonight, I'm sure. I don't know what they are, but I'm sure we'll be excited by them.
We like to keep each other well informed about the situations.
It's true, we do. We have a guest, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh yes, we have a Coldy, a member of the Coldy, what is it, Coldy Brigade?
It's the Coldy. Well, is he a member of the Coldy Brigade?
I don't know.
He is now. Welcome to the club.
Why, hello there.
Well, hello. That's actually one of Thompson and I's friends, Derek. He's a good old boy, good old chap, and he's a pretty cool person. You can find him on Facebook. There you go. I just outed you, Derek. So
Ryan, thank you, Ryan. Thank you.
No problem. So Thompson, what do we got going on today? Or do you want me to go ahead and take over now?
Oh, I was gonna lead us through the what's been going on in your life, Andrew?
I've been writing a business plan.
How very adult of you.
I know. Making bread.
How very chef of you.
I know. Playing some video games, drinking tea, just trying to live my life without ending it.
That's very positive.
Yeah.
In a sort of sad way.
This is how I am.
Alright. Cool. Thompson, how
Ryan,
are you?
how are you?
Oh, okay.
No. Ryan, how are you?
Well, I'm good. Going to work, doing all those things. I've started to get into the, I've started to dabble in live streaming, actually. But, I'll get to that more in the cold front section. I've just been, training my boss, actually. Training and working and living life. New Mass Effect pack came out, so that's keeping me busy again. So I can't stop, can't put it down. Actually, this is funny. When last week we heard that Resident Evil 6 demo was out on a game called Dragon's Dogma, and Thompson and I tried to get it because we thought it was just on the game, but it was like a download code. So I rented it, and since I had it, I was like, okay, well, since I have it, I'll at least play the game that I rented, but I never did. I played Mass Effect, and then I actually returned it yesterday, and it never really left the box other than to check that if Resident Evil 6 is on it.
I've heard a lot of really great things about Dragon's Dogma.
Me too. I just didn't play it.
I'd like to play it, but I just haven't had the opportunity to do it.
I've heard some great things too. The greatest is probably the fact that it comes with the Resident Evil 6 demo. Heyo.
What? That's why everyone liked Crackdown, because it had a Halo 3 demo on it.
Opinions on the new Zone of the Enders HD revival?
It looks good. I've actually never played Zone of the Enders, but I want to.
I really enjoyed Zone of the Enders when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
And the main reason why I'm gonna probably get it is for the Metal Gear Solid demo.
Oh, of Revengeance? The crazy... It's almost like
Dynasty Warriors?
Dynasty Warriors and Metal Gear Solid and a little bit of Bayonetta.
Mm-hmm.
So... And you can slice a helicopter in half.
And blood shoots out.
Yep, that's...
So, not
anyway.
to keep us from getting off track, but...
Thompson, how are
wanted
you?
to do a quick run-through of this.
Thompson, how are you?
I'm good. Yesterday, I actually had a job interview.
Ooh.
How'd it go?
Well, before I went, I went in
Feeling sassy?
feeling sassy. You know, I did a little confidence check, and I rolled a pretty high number, and then I just did not expect to go up against such high level interviewers because they just I could not beat their rolls. They roll 20s every time, and then they put some sort of dampening effect on me because I left the interview all dejected and being like, man, I was not prepared for this interview.
So they gave you either like a debuff or a nerf, kind of?
Yeah, they I was gonna use nerf, but I realized that doesn't really apply. But yeah, debuff. They debuffed me the hell out of me.
Man, that sucks, man.
And I left being like, well, I did as best as I could, but I haven't leveled up enough to interview for that job. There's no two ways about it.
You just need a little bit more grinding, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see if I can grind it at another job and then work my way up. Or next podcast, I'm like, hey everyone, I got the job. Just disregard all of this.
Okay.
But
it is a
I
good
should hear
story
back
to
by
tell.
Friday.
Okay, cool. We
So-
will await the results. So
Eagerly.
cool. I'm excited. You're
Now
excited.
that we've covered what's going on in our lives, also Brock is working at his game company and Joel is doing something or other.
And there you go.
On to the cold front.
Okay, the cold front. Here we are in the cold front. Let's go ahead and talk about something that we have recently thought about. We, as in I, had a spark of interest, and this has to go back to live streaming. I guess I'll just use my previous experience of what has happened recently and end up at the cold morning related thing. So, this past week and weekend, I've been looking into more live streaming entertainment. And on, I think, Saturday or Sunday, I decided to live stream a game on my computer, like an indie game, DVV. And I threw it out there on Twitter. People came and watched, and it was really fun because I had my kind of face like on the bottom right, so it was like a face reaction cam, and everyone got to see the gameplay of what I was doing. And it was cool talking to the community, or talking to, I think, even though it was only like 15 or 16 people, that was still a lot of people that I got to interact with, and people were like, what is this game? And I told them, and they watched, and they said it looked really cool, and they said that they might buy it. And so I really enjoyed it, and I also decided to do a segment on my website, which I guess this would be a personal project, is I'm doing Sword and Sorcery Tuesdays. Sword and Sorcery Tuesdays, as in the number 2 Tuesdays to coincide with the W's in all of those words.
Right.
So I decided to stream play that and have everyone just experience what I'm experiencing. No face cam, no reactions, because in that game it's not really like a game like Super Meat Boy or something frustrating or anything like that. It's something that's just calming and soothing at certain times, and I'm doing that every Tuesday at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. And I thought, why not, and this is the cold morning related part, so why not put cold morning into this situation? And we enjoy talking every Wednesday, because this podcast is recorded on Wednesday, and then it's out on hopefully Friday. And we've dabbled in Google+. Why not try to live stream our podcasts and have that same community asking questions, or even we are getting feedback from them, we are getting stories from them on the fly. It would be kind of the same structure that we have, and our structure is a very loose structure. but just the thought of having people listen and having people talk. I even have the idea of having the chat, like having our cold morning or gentleman's chat picture, then either on the side or somewhere on that picture, or on that video screen, having the chat of people like adding their 2 cents and stuff like that. So I thought it'd be a cool idea that we might look into, and you never know, this could be the next step for the Gentleman's Chat. What if we did start doing Gentleman's Chat live, which I think would be really cool, as long as we, get that following. And if you can't make it to Gentleman's Chat live, don't worry, because all of these chats can be saved, so you'll still get them on Saturday, and you get to see the chat screen, what people are saying, and our reactions or our answers to questions of the conversation, which I think is really cool. And I wanted to throw that out there, and I wanted to see if you guys thought, well, what are your thoughts on this? Is this a good idea? Would this be the right direction for Cold Morning?
Are you asking us?
Yes, and also the community. But I'd like to hear your guys' take on it. Is this what do you think?
I think it would be really interesting to do. I've always kind of wanted to do a live chat, live kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I think that, like, once people start interacting with you, they get more comfortable, and they definitely want to, like, they see you for, like, who you actually are, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And, maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's a bad thing, but it could help us out with, views and looking at our older content, talking about our older content, and maybe future projects, or if they have any ideas, or just talking about stuff. I mean, I don't know. I think it's kind of cool.
I think it would be cool to just have that community of people just talking to each other. And I would like it to be, even though right now we are kind of like the center of the podcast, it can evolve into everyone can add their their opinions, whatever we talk about. So I'm looking into this. Thompson, what are your thoughts? Anything?
As we spoke about last week, one of my favorite things is seeing something that I've helped to create. So, like any of Cold Morning's stuff. And if there's anything I like just as much as that, it's talking about stuff we made before. Like, it's very rare that I run into someone who's like, "Oh, hey, you were in that video." It's happened on occasion, but it's very rare. And just being able to talk to someone who's interested in what went into making it, what's the story behind it, how was the shoot, it's just, I really, really love talking about that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I actually went back and watched probably 90% of our videos a few days ago.
What are your thoughts on them?
I don't know. It's different coming from, I guess, somebody who was there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like thinking, oh man, I wish we had done that differently, or I like that a lot. We should have kept doing that, or just
like Ryan's video game corner.
Yeah, like that.
You don't have to.
No, I'm not lying to you. That was if we had kept up with that, then we the kind of crappy thing is that I feel like we were just on the brink of like kind of becoming mildly popular, like just barely on the brink of it, and then circumstances arose and we were no longer able to do that, and so we lost a lot of it. Like, I just had that feeling as like we were gaining in viewers and subscribers and stuff like that,
mm-hmm.
I feel like we are just like maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4 more videos away from really starting to like get a little bit of notoriety. But
Well, it happens, and it's things come up, and on top of that, we were kind of starting to drift apart in location wise.
Yeah.
But hopefully, this is something that we can kind of get feedback on. So we will start maybe, I guess, hyping it up in the coming weeks. If this is something that you want to participate in, we will have like flyer, or I guess like pictures and things on our Facebook, and we will be talking about it on Twitter. And the place that you can see it right now, the only place that I know right now, until we secure something more official, is it's going to be on my website, ryan-stout.com/live, and that's where it's going to be right now. If it gets bigger, we will make our own Cold Morning channel and see how that goes. Like Cold Morning Live channel. I know we already have a Cold Morning YouTube channel, but this is different. I don't think we are big enough to warrant a YouTube live stream yet. So, and they have live streaming on YouTube. It's just not available for everyone.
maybe I should get a. Should I get a webcam and do like?
If you want to.
Like that?
Um,
Never mind.
think about it.
Another
Just think
time.
about it. Yeah.
Okay,
But
I have an
that's-
old one around here I can give to you.
that's right.
So that's for cold morning stuff right now. That's the big thing. I guess that's the big announcement. For personal projects, does anyone have any personal projects? Andrew?
No, man. I mean, really just
Business
Wow.
proposal?
yeah, business proposal. I'm writing a menu, and although this is like the first step in a 6,000 step process, so we'll just see how it goes. But just looking for jobs and trying to make it, trying to make a difference.
Gotcha. Thompson, anything? Any projects?
I had another single idea in the long gestating Minecraft idea.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Ooh, that would be good," and then I wrote it down, and then now it's in the on the back burner.
All right. Okay. Cool. And as for me, I told you earlier, I'm doing a live stream every Tuesday on my website. I'm thinking of a video to do just right now after I finish Sword and Sorcery, and in between, if I decide to choose another game to live stream, I'm going to see if I can make a video or something like that. Yeah, that's my personal project as of right now.
On to the middle section.
Yep, on to the middle section, which is called the middle section. So, for the middle section, I wanted to bring up the conversation of Kickstarters. This sense of funding has popped up a lot more lately, and I've noticed the gaming community, and just all over the place, like, or I would say maybe in the tech industry. And if you're unfamiliar with Kickstarter, it's pretty much like a donation to start a production or start. It ranges from movies. It ranges from starting a production. It ranges from I think all sorts of things. I think it even is. I don't know if it accepts non-profit things or like strict donation things, but it helps whoever is the founder or whoever is using this. It helps them get their project off the ground. And I'm noticing that it's happening a lot more, a whole lot more. And I know other people have talked about this earlier. I think Lucky from the Filter talked about this a while ago. But what are your guys' thoughts on it? If you would like me to go first, I can go first. Or does anyone have a say in Kickstarters? Are they for them? Are they against them? Or is it just under the right circumstances they might donate to them? Or has anyone donated to one?
Okay. So first off, I think Kickstarter is a really cool idea.
Mm-hmm.
For the right businesses. Or if it's something that I mean, that's the whole point of Kickstarter. It's like, you know, somebody has a dream and they don't want to go and get a loan or whatever, stuff like that. And not everyone's gonna like their dream, which is fine. That's why it's out in the open.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the problem I've seen with like a lot of Kickstarter things is that it's just for like random stuff. It's like, you know, there's all these people who want to, you know, make a game or open a restaurant, you know, do some new bicycle,
Yeah.
you know, clip or something like that that's supposed to revolutionize biking, and that's great. You also promise a lot, like, you know, you have all these people that believe in your, or, you know, maybe not believe, maybe they make the $5, $10 investment,
But they
just
support
to, like, yeah, just to support you and stuff. But you have all these people that you're kind of making a promise to, because, you know, there's incentives and stuff. That's why they're pledging. They're halfway pledging for you because, like, oh, that would be cool, and then they're halfway pledging because, oh, I get something too.
Yeah, what do I get out of it?
And, you know, when you're making promises, you have to be able to keep them, which I think a lot of businesses underestimate the undertaking that is.
Mm-hmm.
Because then it's like, yeah, it's crowdsourced, but technically, like, they're partial owners, like, very, very, very partial
Yeah.
to that. And so, you know, as, you know, all these people are very, you know, I'm sure they're very grateful for everything that's happened, but I actually have pledged to a few Kickstarter things just because, like I did to Tim Schafer's thing.
Mm-hmm. He wanted to do an adventure game.
Yeah, his adventure game. I pledged just because I wanted to see it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not necessarily gonna play it a whole bunch, but, you know, and I'm sure that guy probably has a lot of money that he could do but it's a, you know, could do it on his own, but it's probably a risky move, I guess, and didn't want to risk all of his funding or his personal finances.
Yeah.
But I think that too many people are getting on it for the wrong reasons. I guess, like, it's great that you have a dream, but, and as much as I want everyone's dream to be fulfilled, sometimes it's just impossible. And I hate to say that because I have dreams too, but it's like, I mean, you know, soon I feel like soon there's going to be people who it's like, well, I really want to go to the moon, and I don't have the money, but I'm going to do a Kickstarter for it. Hey guys, I really want to go to the moon. Give me your money so I can go to the moon, and I'll take some pictures for you from space.
If you donate $1,000, I'll get some moon rocks for you.
Yeah, and so I mean, sometimes I feel like Kickstarter people are just like kind of indulging whims, It's just like, oh yeah, let's try that out. But I don't know.
Now, what about, because you're writing a business proposal and things like that, if you were to start a business, would you look into Kickstarter, or would you be like, this is my project, I want it self-funded by myself, that's that?
Well, I think so. To start over, or to anyway, sorry. I think that I probably wouldn't go to Kickstarter because, like, I'm gonna be asking, I would be asking for money from people on the internet, and the internet is obviously a very, very broad spectrum of people, and you know, I'm gonna be getting funds from people who could be in Canada or, you know, whatever like that, and I would feel bad because I don't know if it would be possible for them to get their prizes or whatever it is. Also, going back to the self-funded thing, like, I really want to do it on my own. I'm very into that. Because lately I've realized that the only person you can rely on sometimes is yourself.
Yeah, true.
And so, I mean, I don't want to put it on the line, and, like, I mean, it wouldn't be a risk, so to speak, but it would be like, I wouldn't want to see it fizzle out because not enough people are like, I don't really care that much. So, I mean, I would rather just, I have to do it, basically, in order to see, because that's the only way I'll know. And if I fail, I fail, but if I end up being moderately or just barely above successful, that's fine.
That's something.
Yeah, but I think Kickstarter is good for up and coming businesses who have, like, a really outstanding product that maybe they can't get funded, or maybe they want the community to be a part of. You know, I see it as more of like if they localize Kickstarter to, like, it's like Kickstarter Texas, Kickstarter, you know, Atlanta or whatever like that. That might be a better idea, because then you could do your restaurants or food trucks or whatever it is, and have maybe a better turnout that way. But like I think there was a guy on there who his business was making a product that like making a smaller product so there's already this thing called the Dolphin, which sucks the moisture out of air and condenses it down into water, which basically is like it's like unlimited water, just making water from the air. And FEMA uses that in like disaster areas and stuff like that. This guy was taking it and scaling it down for like home use, and was like trying to market that, and I thought that was kind of cool, although wildly expensive. But I don't know. That was a lot of talking on my end.
No, that's fine. So it's kind of like on the fence. Like if there was local Kickstarters, you would be in support for them, but Kickstarter is kind of just this. It's something you just can't really. You don't know how to approach, or you don't know how to really justify if people do should have one or not, and that's the hard part.
Yeah.
Okay. Thompson, any thoughts? What are your thoughts on the kind of Kickstarter scene?
I think it's a great way to fund something that, like, It's kind of like investing, except you know you're not going to get anything from it, so it's...
Other than like a prize?
Yeah, like, it's like, if you want to make a movie, you have to get investors, and they put money thinking that they're going to get a return from, the profits, and that's why they invest.
Mm-hmm.
But Kickstarter is made by, well, ideally, in my ideal Kickstarter version, it's made by passionate people for a passionate project, and the people who fund it are people who just want to see it. They're not looking to make a profit off of it, they just want to see what these people have to make. Probably the most notable recent example is the Penny Arcade Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Where they're trying to raise, is it like $1 million? Is their upper limit?
It's a big amount.
I think so.
It's like 99999. Because it only takes like $500,000 for them to wipe ads off of their site. But then they're like, well, let's just do all this other stuff if people donate.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are really upset because, Penny Arcade doesn't need extra money. They're a very profitable enterprise. But I think it's really cool that they're just kind of exploring it, seeing what they can do with it. I like Kickstarter. That's all I've got to say on the matter.
Okay. Well, good.
1.4 million is their ultimate super goal.
Where are they at now?
They are at $323,225.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm on the. I guess I would be on the same fence as, like, on Thompson's side. Kickstarter seems like a good idea for people, and it's catered toward people who enjoy helping others out in stuff that relates to them. I also feel like it is a great place to help fund those up and coming projects that might change the world, and I think those are something that needs to get noticed more, rather than a lot of these just companies or game companies or movie companies. And I know what they want to do is, like, they want to make something that doesn't require publishers, that doesn't require investors, it doesn't require quote-unquote selling out to commercial investors. But it is a hard I guess, nut to crack, really. Who is to say one person deserves it and another one doesn't? I just find it very interesting that this site is becoming the go-to site. It's like, we don't have that money. We don't have that kind of money. Let's go to Kickstarter. It's crazy, and also just kind of I don't want to say depressing. It's good and also bad that there's this site out there. It gives people a chance to show off their project and like show its worth, but it also gives people that crutch to get something that might come easier to them, if that makes sense.
I just hope it doesn't get so, like I said, so out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
That people just start, I don't know.
Help my dog get neutered. Kickstarter.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree as well. And the only way we can find out is just seeing what happens. Exactly. So there you go. That was the middle section. It was kind of a serious section. We hope that you enjoyed it, and please give us your thoughts on what you think about Kickstarter. But anyways, that was the middle section, and now we have the question of the week, which is provided to us by our friend Derek. And
Hello, I'm still here.
Yeah, we told him that he had this whole podcast to think of a question, and now it's the moment of truth, Derek. What do you want us to answer?
Oh goodness, I had a number of questions
We can answer
that I
all
could
of them.
ask. I was wondering. Well, okay, so I've got 2 questions in my mind, and I'm going to ask you either A or B. This is the first question. This is like a pre-question. A or B.
Is there anything behind that? Is it just that...
It's just in my mind I have one question, in the other mind I have another question. I just figured that this way you can decide.
Okay, I guess I'll go
choose
with B.
choose behind door number 1 or door number 2.
Okay, well, I guess we'll all think of... Whichever
2.
number gets... Okay, I was gonna go with 2 as well. Thompson?
What up?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
We
You're in the
both said
same
2.
room as him.
Door number 2.
Thompson, is that okay? We're gonna choose door number 2.
Well, I'm
It's
gonna
happening.
devil's advocate just
Nope,
because
it's
I know you already
happening.
both chose 2, but I'm outvoted, so let's go.
But what?
Okay. Door number 2.
Which is
Opening right now.
Briefs.
Door number 2. If you had to choose one form of entertainment for the rest of your life, and it was either in book form, television, or periodicals, which would you choose?
Wait, wouldn't periodicals be a book, technically? Or is this like reading?
It's a periodical. Did you not go to school? Periodicals.
Man, that's
Like
cool.
magazines, like published articles, like
Well, yeah, I know.
monthly
publications.
published things,
Okay, so we're
podcasts in word form.
okay. I'm just making sure because I thought it was going to be either book.
Oh, let's add radio to that mix. So you have 4 options. You have
Radio?
periodicals, you have radio, then you also have
Man, radio's classic.
books, and you have television.
What kind of radio is it? Like Sirius radio or XM or I guess Sirius?
You only asked me to ask you one question. Why are you
Books.
asking me questions now? Answer the damn question.
Books.
Darn.
I guess I would go with. Did you say television?
You're going with television?
Is that what you said?
No, it's one of the options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the wrong answer?
It's not the wrong answer. I'm just curious.
Thompson, what about you?
It really depends on
What's on TV?
what's on TV, what's on radio, what the periodical is. If it's like, well, no, it's periodicals. You have that whole genre for the rest of your life.
Oh, I thought
it
it
was like
Like you just go to a
lifetime of,
newsstand
like,
and they just
the
have
monthly
just newsstand stuff.
Brony newsletter or something. No,
Oh, that would be horrible.
no.
Star Telegram.
God. So it's
That
like
would be entertaining.
it's like a lifetime of if I wanted to get like science, popular science or any magazine that you want or any magazines that you want. Nintendo Power for the rest of my life. Yeah.
Nintendo Power isn't around anymore.
Shut up, Ryan.
You'd have to settle with Game Informer.
Oh, that is settling. Oh.
Okay, so we have Andrew. You said books.
Yep.
Then I said TV, and then Thompson said, "Oh, is it magazines?"
No, I would have to go with books as well.
Okay. And there you go, Derek. What about you? What would you choose?
Well,
I don't know because I feel like the decision that you make, depending on how quickly you make it, you might be judged. Like if you say books right off the bat, I feel like you're a hipster, and I feel like I can't do that. So I have to think about it first.
Well, you have time to think. Now what's
And
your
then
answer?
say books. Is what my answer. Yeah.
Okay.
I gave
So-
it a lot of thought. Because with movies, with television or just a filmed genre in general, it goes by at the same pace as like real life.
Mhm.
Like, everything is acted out in real time, and then, say, a movie on TV is an hour and a half, 2 hours. But if you were to read the novel of that same television adaptation, it would be several times longer, and so you get more bang for your buck from every book you read than each television show or radio show that you read, or I mean listen to.
True. That is true.
Like, I really enjoy books because, if I can spend whatever movies are up to now, like $15 for a 3D movie, I can spend.
Is it really?
Well, there's a
It
problem. You're spending on a 3D movie.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't
just
own a
saying
3D
the pinnacle of current
Cinema.
is expensive, whereas for like an hour and a half experience, whereas I can go to Barnes and Noble and get a novel for often less than $15.
Or just read it there.
Well, no, that's the thing, is it takes hours to read a book, like several. Like I don't know. I mean, everyone reads at different paces, but I remember when I bought Harry Potter 6, I think it was. Like, I bought it right before midnight because I had a night shift at the residence hall I was working at in college.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just sat there all night reading it, and I finished it by, like, I think 2 or 3 in the afternoon. So it took, 12, 13, 14 hours to finish a book, whereas I could watch the movie in, like 2.
Well, the 14 hours of reading that one book is about the same amount of time as it would have taken to watch the extended editions of all 3 Lord of the Rings.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, that's a different story.
Go with the books all together on those.
Can we get the extended editions for the rest of my life? Like, is that...
What
I
if?
didn't specify.
That's the rest of your life on the desert island, is watching the extended edition of Lord of the Rings?
Oh, I should have asked a Desert Island question. Oh, next time I'll ask a Desert Island question.
I just assumed
If there
it
is a
was
next
Desert
time.
Island.
Oh!
What? Anyways, thanks, Derek, for the awesome question.
Why, you're
Mario.
welcome. Thank you for having me, Ryan.
No problem. It's always a pleasure. Come around next time. Come on down next time. Whenever you're hanging out with Thompson. But there you go. That was a little bit more about us, as always.
I'm
And,
actually a little curious. What was door A?
yeah. What?
What was door number 1?
Door number 1 kind of sucked, actually. I'm glad y'all didn't pick it.
What? Well, now I'm curious. What was door number 1? We won't answer it, or should we wait till next time?
Well, next time maybe
Dicks
different door
or
number 1.
dicks?
I think we can just lightning round it. What was the question?
The question. Okay, yeah. Okay, you only have one word or one response, one sentence to answer, and no elaborate sentences. It's last minute, and you've been invited to the White House, and you're asked to make dinner for the president. He's allergic to nuts. What do you make?
Yes.
Grilled cheese sandwich.
What?
He's
Grilled cheese
allergic to
sandwich?
nuts?
Ryan makes a pretty good grilled cheese sandwich. I've had his.
It's true.
I make a pretty good one. I guess I do.
I hear you also make pretty rockin' quesadillas.
I do? Who said that?
Internet.
Okay. Oh man, no, I would give him an egg sandwich. With the cheese that Andrew was talking about.
I would just, or in one word, pig. And to expand upon that, just a whole pig. One whole giant pig.
Like, will you just give him a pig?
No, I mean I cook it and stuff, but
Here you go, Bay Ray.
Pig sushi.
Pig sushi? Sushi?
You call it pushy?
I don't call it anything. I've never heard of pig sushi. I call it what? Thompson, what about you? What would you give him? Now we're
Pretzels.
answering this question. What was that?
Big Mac.
Pretzels.
A Big Mac?
No, that's not what he said.
Well, alright. Well, there you go. Now you know what we would feed the president. Is Barack Obama allergic to nuts?
I don't know. I just felt like tossing that in there.
Okay, just kind of like a little obstacle.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
It's not a very
Yeah.
big obstacle. It's an obstacle about the size of a peanut, but I mean,
Hey, that
it
is
works.
true.
Peanuts aren't nuts though; those are legumes, so that would.
I guess so. Yeah.
Wait,
The size of an almond, perhaps.
Okay.
Little bitty obstacle.
what?
Okay. Well, anyways, this is getting off track. So there you go. That was the Gentleman's Chat. We hope to see you next time. I don't think Thompson will be here next time.
Yes,
Sad.
I unfortunately am scheduled to work during the next Gentleman's Chat, so I will not be here.
But he will be here for the live episode, which we will work on presenting to you maybe the week after next. So we hope you enjoyed this one. As for me and for everyone else here, I say goodbye. Everyone else say goodbye in alphabetical order.
Goodbye.
Derek, you can say goodbye
Oh,
too.
bye.
Bye again.
Goodbye.
See you!